silence around here. And that's very helpful to get you to a point of inner stillness. Because inner stillness is ultimately, there is no mental noise, there's no story, there's no narrative in our head, there is no emotion in the sense of there's no fearful thought, there's no anxiety, there's no worry. It's just a state of inner peace. Jesus said, "My peace I give unto you." And that's the most wonderful experience, to have peace, to have inner peace. And so for me, I sometimes sit down and I just focus on those words, be still. When you're in a state of being, there's nothing added to you. Most of our lives we spend on trying to add something, like Eve, when she ate of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, she saw that it was pleasant for food, it was good to eat, and something that would make her wise. In other words, she ate of the tree of knowledge of good and evil because they would add something to her. And we look for many things to be added to us. It's how we derive our sense of self, it's our own sense of worth. The egoic mind always is in need of anything that's gonna make it stand out, be superior to feel less inferior to others. It needs somebody, it needs the other in order to enhance a sense of self. And so your mind is always preoccupied with thoughts and worries and concerns. But to really know God, to really be aware of God, it's so important to come to a place of inner stillness. So when the psalmist says, be still, wow. For me, you can do that, of course, at home, any place. Just come to a place of inner stillness, meditation. But you can also go into nature and just sit in nature and become aware of the sounds, the wind, the sights, the trees, the flowers, the birds. And just sit in that awareness, be still, and know. We're not talking about intellectual knowledge here. There's a difference between having knowledge about something because you have information about it. I could describe with words, perhaps, what it is like to sit here, but my words are very limited. My words could never do justice to what it is like to experience sitting in this park here in Cape Town. And I'm sure you have your own place where you have been, and you can sit there and say, I can't describe it with words, it will never do it justice. You just have to be there. And I think to know then is that kind of knowledge. You just have to be aware. There's a sense of presence. There's just something about it that causes you to be in awe, in wonderment, and come into that place of peace. So it says, be still and know that I am God. You see, God is not far away. He's not sitting up in the heavens far away, the sky God that looks very much like a human. No, this invisible God is life that undergirds all reality. It's interesting how it says that I think in the book of Exodus, that God said, I am that I am. I am Some people think that speaks of a time period, but it actually speaks of timelessness. I am is timelessness. I am, there is no beginning. It just is. It's a state of being. And what you have received, the Spirit, your very true essence is I am. Nothing added. Nothing taken away. Simply life. And you could say that you are an emanation of God. Like if you think of God as the sun and you as light. The light is the emanation of the sun. This, of course, is not the sun, but you cannot separate the light from the sun either. And that's who you are. And it's so important for us to experience and come to that place of inner stillness where we become aware of our own spirit that is void of mental stories and thoughts. It's just filled with peace, because it's through that that you come to know God. It's through that you come to know us. We see Paul talking about Christ in you, that has been hidden from generations and from ages, that Jesus revealed to us the Christ. And what he said before Abraham was, I am, that in him all things were created. To come to know that is the purpose of life. And by simply sitting in nature and just paying attention in stillness, you can become aware of a presence. Be still. And know